Hey guys, it's the Survivalist 28 here again, and so today I'm going to be showing you how to make a hunting pellet holder. So typically when hunting, I use either daisy pointed pellets or when shooting and stuff, or for hunting, if and when I go out, I just got my hunter's license, I'll probably use some hollow points if I'm not using a 22. So these, if you've used these before, you probably know they're kind of a pain to get open, because they're these tins, and so I just finished my hunter's course, and so I did the online course and I took a field day just yesterday, and so collected a couple of my shells. Here you can see I got 2 of my shells, and actually up here I have got a display of my casings and shells up here. I didn't collect all my shells, but I've got like 22 shells and casings, a couple pistol, and then I got 4 or 5 shotguns. So back down here, so if you use these pellets before, these cans are kind of tricky to get open, and I've found out, actually I had a whole bunch of casings in my pocket, and so I found out that I put all my casings in one of these 20 gauge shells. You can see at the bottom it's 20 gauge. That dang thing will focus. Apple eyesight cameras aren't actually that great, but it's 20 gauge, you might be able to read that. These fit perfectly inside of a 12 gauge. So here's my 20 gauge and a 12 gauge. This is the 12 gauge. And I don't remember what kind these are. Yeah, it's faded. So these fit in there perfectly, and they actually snap shut. 20 gauge, the metal part, depending on how much you have it, snaps in there. None of these are actually really easy to get open, but not quite easy enough that'll just fall open, but easy to carry in your pocket or on the outside of your pack or something. Like I've got a little fanny pack. If you saw my last video, you probably saw that. So what you can do is you can take all your pellets. So I have all these here, and can actually pour them or scoop them into here, and they fit just beautifully in here. So it's kind of tricky to hold the camera and do this, so sorry if the camera work kind of sucks. Yeah. Probably won't fill this completely full, but by the way, the air gun I have right now is a Daisy 880, which is a great air gun. It's only, I think we got ours at Fleet Farm for like 40 or 50 bucks. And amazing air gun, tons of power, heavy duty, it lasts. So yeah, you can see in here now, got all the pellets in there. And yes, they're actual pellets, they're not like shotgun pellets where it's just BBs. So I got those in there. So what you can do is you can take your 12 gauge shell, slip that over the top, snap it on there, and then boom, there you go. You got this great little holder. And so, yeah, this is great for hunting, as I said, because it fits easily into a pocket, and that's in there. It's not coming out of there. I mean, yeah, it'll come out super easily for your fingers, but not for falling on the ground, because, I mean, flicks open, really. Gotta make sure your 20 gauge is on the bottom, because you can just open it right up. Boom, there are all your pellets, so you can just pour a couple out into your hand, and pick one, load it into your gun, and then you just put the rest just back in here, and it shuts up, and it's perfect. And to prove that this is no wimpy case, I'm sorry, it's easier to do this with 2 hands. No easy case to break open. Sorry, I gotta move my cat real quick. Drop this on my floor quick. So, awkwardly move my camera. Sorry if this video turns upside down. It probably will, but got the floor here. We'll just go this way. Don't mind my legs or whatever if they get in the shot, but we got our thing right here. This is from like a foot or 2 in the air. It's off just the side of my bed, because that's where I'm making this video. Here's our thing. Perfect. If it were to fall out of your pocket, spinning or something, just lands nicely, or if it fell straight up and down, this thing's not opening up anytime soon. That's for sure. Let's back up here. Also, in town, BB guns at the cabin. So, in town for hunting, what I do is I use a slingshot. And so I've made my own slingshot, but I also use a Daisy one I bought. It's pretty crappy, but I'm using that one right now because my other one's band snapped. But yeah, so I emptied this out. It's 20 gauge. 20 gauge is yellow, 12 gauge is red. And I have the slingshot balls right here. Set of balls and I put them. So they came in this container, but I put them in I wrapped it in camo duct tape, so that it doesn't have this black and yellow thing sticking out on my camo gear. So got these balls. Actually, these aren't the normal ball, or these aren't the Daisy balls I buy at Shields. These are some balls I got at Axeman. It's a store in Minnesota, Twin Cities. You probably, if you're not from Minnesota, you probably haven't heard of it, or if you're not just a weird person like me, you probably haven't heard of it, but they had bulk steel balls on sale when we were up there, so, from the Twin Cities, so. I got a whole bunch of those, and so those happen to fit perfectly inside a 20 gauge, too, so, switch my hands, just work up one in my hand, I got 2 out. These are kind of a trick to get out when you're hunting and you took that shot, or you took a shot at that awesome squirrel, but you missed it by, like the other day I was out for opener and I missed it by like a penny's, like half a penny's height, and oh my gosh, it was annoying because I couldn't get more ammo fast enough, but now you can fit these in here, and let me check how many I've got. Just pour these into the lid of that pellet container I've got in there. 6. I can easily fit 6 balls in there, 6 steel balls with little jiggle room, but not too much. And if I grab that 12 gauge again, shell, not the 12 gauge shotgun, the shell, and I can, don't mind my leg, it's how I'm sporting this. I can just take this. Ooh. Yeah, so this is really hard to do with one hand. Well, you can do it with one hand, but it's not as easy, so yeah, there you go. And it's just as strong as the other one, it's just bigger ammunition. That's in there tight, it's not coming out. Really, if you get it hard like this, it'll pop out eventually, but you really probably shouldn't be shaking at it that hard, and if you do shake at it that hard, well, I'm kind of curious as to what you're using this for. Although, yeah, so 12 gauge shell. Yeah, as I said, these are just spent shotgun shells. 12 gauge, just shot this off yesterday, so it kind of smells like gunpowder now. But just a 12 gauge shell. I don't remember what brand it was, but looks like these are Federal. If you can maybe see that, it's pretty worn off, but you can see it with normal eyes. Yes, these are just some spent shotgun shells, 20 gauge, 12 gauge. They fit inside each other beautifully. So you just take them and you can put them together and the end snap. So yeah, that's my hunting pellet or steel ball holder for hunting, because let's face it, these pellets, they suck. Pellets don't suck, this container sucks. You can't really easily shut it or open it one-handed, because typically when you're doing it, you're one-handed. One hand holding the gun, and well, that's really hard to do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like this, comment on this, ideas for what I should make for my next video. As you may have noticed, I'm wearing a camo and orange paracord bracelet. If you want me to do tutorials on those, I definitely could. Yeah, any other video suggestions, I could do those. Yeah, so again, this is Survivalist28. Like, comment, subscribe. I got a couple likes on that last video, and then I found this today, and so I figured, well, I'm bored, I might as well make a YouTube video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Survivalist28 signing out.